What's up, guys? It's GhostRobo. We are here with Crysis 2 multiplayer on launch day, some team instant action on the map Parking Deck. Team instant action is basically the team deathmatch mode here in Crysis 2, and that's the first gameplay type that you'll start off with as you boot up the multiplayer. I thought I'd take this first gameplay video to share my impressions after about 4 hours of multiplayer here on the first day. The first thing you'll notice, though, as we have a lot of firsts in this video, is that it's gorgeous. It's so pretty, and I'm sure for all you PC fanboys out there, it probably looks better on your rig, but on my 360, it looks downright awesome, and I'm happy with that. I picked this gameplay because it's pretty exciting, pretty cool. Had a wide variety of different instances and different occurrences of kills and deaths and that sort of stuff. But I also really like the nighttime map. I think it gives a really cool flavor to the graphics and shows off some of the very wide palette of colors that Crysis 2 offers. I think my favorite thing so far about Crysis 2 is that it tweaks the team deathmatch formula enough to feel like it can justify its own space. We've had a couple recent solid first-person multiplayer shooters. Homefront was pretty good. I still play that game. I still like that. But it really just is a different flavor of Call of Duty. It's the raspberry twist variety of Call of Duty, and you know, it basically tastes sort of like regular Call of Duty, just with some slight, you know, flavor differences. This really, like I said, fits its own slot, and it's mainly because of the suit powers. You have super speed, super strength, and super stealth. Super speed is just basically sprinting. Super strength is an armor upgrade to sort of like a flak jacket perk, and super stealth is just going stealth and being invisible. It's really invisible. The stealth, I think, is kind of the Trojan horse of the three, because everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, I want to use stealth, it's so cool, you're totally invisible, no one can see you, and yet it's really kind of underwhelming. Because as soon as you fire, as soon as you make an action, you come out of stealth, and not only do you come out of stealth, but there's sort of a weird screen effect that you'll probably see later on in the video where it obscures your fire and obscures your vision for half a second, and I don't know, I just, like, the main thing I wanted to do is play this game in stealth, like run around the maps and taking people out from behind, but it really doesn't work that way, especially because the melee attacks are a two-hitter. It requires two punches to take out any enemy, unless it's a direct stealth kill, which has to be right from behind and rarely occur. Super strength armor, that's one that I think you really need to practice with, because it's something that you gotta tweak on and off quite a bit. You gotta get comfortable holding those other triggers, not just the ones to zoom in and fire, but the other triggers to activate your powers, because they're on the left and right bumpers, for strength on the left bumper and stealth on the right bumper, and it's something that almost every firefight I've kind of started to need to use, because people are using it all the time, and therefore if I'm firing right at you and you're firing right at me and you have armor on and I don't, well, you're gonna win 9 times out of 10, and early on, I was dying over and over, and I'm like, I'm firing at you just as much as you're firing at me, what is going on? And then I realized that I really needed to add that armor. The running, the speed, is just that. It's just a sprint. But what makes it interesting is that everything takes energy. So even sprinting takes some of your energy. If you sprint for a long time, you're going to have no juice left to go in stealth, or no juice left for that armor little tweak. And therefore, you got to be careful. And I feel like it makes the game a real different pace, because sometimes it's super fast. Like you're chasing somebody, and you're running, and you've got the little bit of Mirror's Edge-esque, you know, parkour action where you can run and jump over a ledge, and you've got your stealth on, and sometimes it can be really slow because you're letting your energy recharge, and you've got armor on, and that makes you move a little bit slower. So it's a really great game of ebbs and flows, of fast and slow and recharge, and then attack and go and stop. I just think they do a really great job with that, and the recharge rate for the energy meter feels just perfect. Something else that's really unique, and this is probably something I don't really know how I feel about yet, and it's going to take a lot more matches to see how it all pans out, and that's the Killstreak system. For Killstreaks, they have limited them to maps. So pretty much you have a radar on every map, but something like an airstrike type thing, it's called a Ceph gunship, that's only on certain maps, like open-air maps. And you might have this beam that comes down from the sky and blasts everyone away, and that's only on certain maps. Or an indoor map, you may have like just a nanosuit overload, which powers up your nanosuit crazily and does stuff like that. So the killstreaks are limited by map. You have no choice in the matter. Also, you'll notice these little glowy things that are dropping from the bodies. Those aren't magic eggs, those are dog tags, and I have to pick them up to get the killstreak. Like if I kill 7 guys and don't touch any dog tags, sorry, no dice. You don't get anything for that. There is a perk later on, much higher level, where you will be able to automatically gather gun tags, dog tags, gun tags, dog tags, and I can't wait to get that one, because it's really dangerous to go out there and get those dog tags, and therefore killstreaks don't play as much of a role in this game as they do in something like Black Ops or Homefront, or even Killzone to a lesser extent. So it's just, do you like that or not? Do you like the fact that kill streaks aren't going to play that much of a role? It's going to be mainly your skill, but you basically have built-in kill streaks. You have the strength and the stealth, and you can kind of use those at your liking and your leisure, how often you want to use them, how, you know, sparingly you want to use it. After you die, if you haven't picked up a dog tag, it'll still stay there. So you have an opportunity to go back and get them, but it must all be in one life for it to count towards a kill streak. So if I pick up 2 and die and then pick up 1, that doesn't really get me anything, except a smiley face in my heart, knowing that I collected 3 dog tags. No 3 kill streak perk there. The guns all feel pretty good. Assault rifles are assault rifle-y, you know, and every game has assault rifles, and they're kind of the mainstay what everyone's using. The sniper is really powerful. It's got a nice feel to it, and it takes guys out in 1 hit, which is great after home front, where it requires 2 shots. Submachine guns aren't unlocked till later, so it's a high level requirement, I believe 15 or 16. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's around that range. And so I haven't played with anyone that has had a submachine gun, and they do a nice job of spacing out the separation of levels. There is a new recruit mode where you can play with people that are level 10 or under, and therefore you're able to just kind of get accustomed to the game and not really get stuck in groupings with people that have all sorts of abilities, because besides unlocking new guns, you do have perks. You have a perk for your stealth, a perk for your armor, and a perk for your speed, and those level up separately. So if I use a lot of armor and I kill someone while I have armor on, or if I kill someone and I have stealth on, I'm going to get more XP for my specific armor or stealth nano suit ability, and then I can get new perks for that. You know, they may be slower energy drain while you're in armor, they may be silent footsteps, they may be a radar jammer. There's all sorts of stuff, as well as weapon attachments, and those are, you know, your typical things, sights. There are modifiers like underbarrel shotguns. There's an underbarrel holographic projector where you can shoot out like a carbon copy of yourself. There's a single shot mode for assault rifle, which you may be thinking like, what is that? But it basically allows you to turn this SCAR rifle here into a mini sniper rifle of sorts, with that single shot mode. So there is a lot of variety, and they, more so than a lot of other games, I think they do a great job of making you feel like you can build your own class because of your opportunity to not only skillfully within game use the abilities how you want to use them, but also, you know, you can supplement that with different perks and kind of make your layout how you want. There's one really cool one that I love to have equipped. It doesn't really do much for you, it just looks cool and kind of gives you a little bit of awareness, but what it does is it has the bullets show up as like this teal green neon color, and then you can always see where shots are fired from, and I really just like the effect it gives you. I have it on there, you can see those streaks are just showing up, and it just really adds a little bit to the environments and to the gameplay. There are a ton of maps too. Like, I was really surprised. Every time I play, I feel like I see a new map. There's only one I haven't liked. That one was sort of inside this train station, and it was basically just a circle / square with an upper level and a lower level, and that was kind of boring. Every other map has been really great. They really vary the environments up, daytime, nighttime. You've got a lot of interactivity within the environments in terms of taking out walls, taking down pillars. You'll see everything breaks as I shoot it. And then you can also do stuff like kick cars into people, or kick cars off ledges, or blow up cars. Shotguns you saw there are slightly overpowered. I feel like the range is pretty high, and people are kind of abusing those a little bit. As well as just kind of this mad rush. Like, right at the start of matches, I feel like people just kind of come at you, and when I was starting to get used to the controls, and get used to the abilities and how I want to use everything, I was just getting, like, rushed, and I felt like I was dying really quick. If someone has armor on, and they're using, like, a heavy machine gun or the shotgun, you are going to go down very fast, and it's kind of... It's not the most welcoming game. I feel like there's a higher learning curve in Crysis 2 than there is in something like a Homefront or Call of Duty, because you're managing so many different things and so many abilities, and if someone is a master at that, they're really going to have a huge advantage of tweaking them on and off, and I think that's something that you're going to have to learn, is that tweaking, right? Not always having armor lock on, not always having stealth on, but being able to toggle them so you don't waste energy, you never find yourself with 0 energy, because that's the worst case scenario. You don't want to be running into someone and be like, oh crap, I don't have any armor lock left. You have a slide ability, and I've seen people master that and be able to run at me, slide, and still be able to shoot me and take me down Vanquish style, which is super awesome. Grenades don't really play that much of a role, because on the 360 you have to double tap Y. I assume PS3 is double tap triangle to pull out your grenade and throw it, so people aren't really lobbing grenades that much, which is kind of good. I never really was a fan of accessory weapons like that, you know, with grenades and C4 and claymores. Not really a huge fan, but I am a huge fan of Crysis 2. I think it's a great multiplayer game. The single player is phenomenal. Definitely go check that out. I've got some walkthrough videos on my channel for single player campaign as well, so go check that out. And if you want to see more Crysis 2 multiplayer, just leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know you like it, because I like it a lot and I want to play more. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time, guys, we will see you later.